Hey, what's up? DeveDal here. In today's video, I'm going to go over the Mimo app. We're going to go over some of the features, the settings, some tips and tricks. The gimbal cannot work without the app. By that, I mean, if you want to use the settings, you definitely need the app. But if you want to use the gimbal only as a tripod, you can use the joystick, you can use the M button to switch from landscape to portrait. If you're shooting while moving, the gimbal can help you get great and stable shots. If it's your first time here, welcome to DeveDal, where I do tech unboxing, tutorials, reviews, and tips and tricks. If you're interested in any of what I just mentioned, consider subscribing. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. After pairing the phone with the gimbal, you turn on the app. The app has a lot of necessary features to create great shots. Let's go over the app to see the settings. When you open the app, you have all these icons. On the right, you have the menu. We will go over each and every single one. Let's start with photo. You can have the settings for photo on auto. By settings, I mean the ISO, the shutter, and the exposure value. All of them can be on auto. As you can see, the ISO is looking for the right number. You can leave on manual and adjust the settings to your preferences. The next settings is the timer. You can set the timer up to 7 seconds. Just the time for you to get ready to take the peek. But in this case, you won't really need the timer because there's another feature that the Mimo app has that is very interesting. We will talk about that in a few. Next settings is the glamour FX. It just puts some filters. You can leave it on auto or you can customize it. If you're enjoying this content, please like, comment, share, and if you would like to see more content like this one, consider subscribing. When you tap these three dots right here, you have different settings. The first one is the photo setting. You can choose the frame, you can turn on and turn off the flash. You can choose the white balance settings. It does have some presets mode, but you can put it on auto. It will adjust automatically. Or you can customize your own. You can choose the grid lines or choose the grid lines and the diagonals. Or simply turn it off. You can turn on and off the selfie flip. The next setting is the gimbal. You can choose the follow mode, turn on the sport mode. You can adjust the speed of the zoom slider. You can change the speed of the joystick. You can change the joystick direction settings. You can invert the pen and the tilt control. If one moves the joystick to the right, the phone moves to the right. You can invert it and make the phone move to the left. The same thing applies for up and down. You can also change the M button. You can choose to access between quick menu or photo video mode. You can also calibrate the gimbal by just pressing calibrate. And when you press it, it tells you to put the device on a flat surface, then press start. As you can see, the device is getting calibrated. I'm just going to make it go faster for the purpose of the video. Once done, it says calibration success. The app can also help you place the clamp at the right position by guiding you. These two marks are where the two sides of the clamp should be. You can use the plus and minus sign to adjust it. And the last one is the info about the device. Let's switch to video mode. As in the photo mode, we have the same settings regarding the camera. By default, the resolution is set to 720. You can change it to 1080 or 4K. You can also change the frame rate. When you choose to shoot in 4K, the glamour effects don't work. If you want to use it, you can shoot in 1080 or 720. You can take slow-mo with it. It basically has the same settings as the video mode. You can't take slow-mo in 4K. The next one is the Dinah Zoom. This is a cool effect. You can create two different effects, move in and move out. To create the move out effect, you slowly move away from the subject during shooting. The effect will look like this. To create the moving effect, you slowly move closer to the subject during shooting and the result looks like this. Time-lapse is another feature in the Mimo app. It does have some settings that can help you take good time-lapse. It does that by taking a series of still pictures and putting them together into a sped up video. You can choose the resolution. I like shooting in 4K. You can set the interval between shots, the duration of the time-lapse, and also the path, meaning that you can set different angles. Here's an example. We have another feature that is the Hyperlapse. That one takes video and allows you to adjust the speed. You can choose to move it as quickly or slowly as you want. Here's an example. People are always asking the difference between time-lapse and hyperlapse. The main difference is that time-lapse is a bunch of still pictures put together into a sped-up video, although hyperlapse is a video where you can adjust the speed. Another feature that is very cool is the panel. There are 3 modes. In the first one, the phone takes a series of pictures and put them together to create one picture. The second one is a 240-degree panel. The gimbal takes different pictures and creates one picture. And the last one is the one that everybody is pumped about, the Clone Me feature. You simply select the Clone Me in panel. You make sure that you're in frame. Then you have your clone panel. The next feature is the story mode. It does have several templates to choose from. Some can put 2 videos together along music, and some can put up to 4 videos together. You can definitely choose any of the templates based on the idea you want to portray. And lastly, we have the gesture control. With this feature, you can simply make the peace sign, or you just show your palm to start the timer to take a photo or to start a video. You can also use the follow mode if you're recording by yourself. It can be used with front and rear camera. As you can see, I simply select the subject and the gimbal starts following the moving subject. You can get this gimbal for $150 on Amazon. I have a link in the description below. You can check it out. This is it for the video. If you enjoy the content, like, comment, and share. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.